Hey guys, Patrick Queen's Gambit, and I'm going to bring you the perfect war at Town Hall 10. So our guy Kiwi, who's a Town Hall 10, has just got 6 stars war, and against pretty well-leveled bases, not max bases, but very well-leveled. You take a look at this one here, got a couple of max crossbows, a 35 Queen, max Wizard Towers, max Infernos, and yeah, so I'll bring you replays. So he's using these 7 golem strategies, which, from my understanding, and I'm no Town Hall 10, so I don't really know, it looks like it's all about getting your golems to path the right way so that your wizards can sit behind them for the whole raid. So you see that Kiwi doesn't bring all his golems into the same space, he spreads them out 3 each side. Where's the clan castle one gone? Looks like it's gone on the right hand side if it was one in the clan castle, yep. And jump to the center to get the core, which is really heavy in DPS. Lava Hound comes out of a clan castle, not a big issue in a sort of raid, I don't think. The pups aren't really going to do a huge amount of damage. Queen will pick them off pretty quickly. Raging in the core. A couple of golems in here getting hammered by a loon, but that is down now. And Kiwi's Queen, I don't know how she got to outside, I'll have to watch a replay again, but I'm sure she was on inside firing at that Lava Hound, but now she's going for a bit of a walk. Ironically, this works in Kiwi's favour, I think, since the golems are tanking on the bottom side and the Queen just sort of sits behind and cleans up. So yeah, you can see his numbers are starting to thin out now, but he's getting to that Inferno with his golem, which is what's important. Will the 2 little golemites take out the Inferno? Look at him go, doing like a 1/10 of a millimeter of damage each time, and bang, the Inferno is down. That was clutch on those golemites. So yeah, wizards following behind on the left side. On the right side, looks like his troops are thinned out, but that's okay because he's got a level 40 Queen who is on max health and still has her ability remaining. So Kiwi can hit that whenever he needs it. And what's left? I mean, there's an Archer Tower left, it's about to go down now. Mortar isn't going to damage anything. And this wee cannon over here, which isn't quite a max cannon, I will say. It's a couple of levels off from being maxed. Just a couple. And here we are, rest of raid. Kiwi's still patient with her ability, you can see it's going to go well here. Cannon locks onto archers, and bang, it is done. So that's Kiwi's first 3-star, and his second one is similar. So not as good a base, which is why I showed you that one last time. I'll have one first, but max Infernos, max crossbows, max Wizard Towers, higher Archer Towers I think, but lower level heroes and walls. Okay, so as you see, Kiwi's getting a good spread on his golem. It does a simultaneous jump spell, it seems to be a thing in his raids. Taking 3 jump spells, it looks pretty extreme, but that's just what he does and what really works out. Another Lava Hound and a CC. Not much to say on the Lava Hound, it'll go down pretty quickly, I imagine. Kiwi doing a tremendous amount of DPS, so yep, here goes Lava Hound. Might take out a couple of wizards while it's at it, but it'll bust. Ooh. Look at DPS in the core, all those crossbows, infernos. Kiwi took a freeze, but I must have missed when he placed that. Freeze would have been lovely in the core. It'd be nice to have another freeze now, I suppose. Must have placed it earlier. God, a lot of DPS at Town Hall 10, eh? It's a new game up there, look at it all. Far out, I mean, this bleeding golems. What, he started out with 7, now what's he got, like 3 low health golems and a golemite down on the right. Those 3 golems are about to bust. King has been acting as a bit of a golem. At level 40, King is probably nearly as tanky as a golem, I imagine. He won't quite have the hit points, but man, he seems to tank really well. Skelly Trap's getting in his way, drops a poison, probably a little bit too late, but it doesn't matter anyway. Down to 3 point defences left, which golems are currently tanking. Got 2 golems. They just step out in front of a queen, which is perfect. Means that they take the damage for her while she moves away anti-clockwise. And you can see, just because of the position of his golems relative to queen, this is going to be a good one. Kiwi doesn't have his queen's ability to activate an emergency, but that one golem goes and he takes a fire from Archer Tower, which is going to be clutch. The next one heading down there as well. So the golems seem to do the right thing in his raids, that's kind of common thread. He seems to get in front of a queen. Queen didn't run ahead of him, and as a result, Kiwi manages to take up that archer tower, and it is raid over. Oh, it's going to be a long cleanup process. I mean, a queen's strong, but look, he's got the Dark Elixir store left, and a lot of stuff to go. But he does it. I don't remember what time, and it must have been fairly close on the clock. I don't know. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is very close. When does he drop his troops? At 2:59, 2:58, 2:58, so we had 2 seconds left. Yeah, so bloody good efforts, Kiwi. I mean, that's one of, who's attacking? Cladius. Okay. It's, I mean, you don't see a perfect war at town or 10 level very often, so I thought I'd bring that one to you guys. Big shout out to Kiwi, who's been around with his clan for ages. He's probably the driving force behind founding our clan, and he's still a beast even nearly a year down the track. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you later.